Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Charles Anderson, and I am the host of the YouTube channel, The Independent Report. Now, in recent days, there's been some very disheartening news. It's hurt a lot of people. Tulsi Gabbard did what she said she would do, and I expected that, but she endorsed Joe Biden. We knew she said she would do that. What we didn't know was that there would be a little bit of to Joe's buttocks in the video. We didn't know that was coming. Now, certain people have reacted to this situation different ways. Okay? And I know it seems like I might be being a little bit of a smart aleck right now, but there is a reason why. See, some people looked at what happened and actually held Tulsi accountable for a poor choice. It's got nothing to do with us saying we absolutely loathe Tulsi Gabbard. Now it's got nothing to do with us saying we hate Tulsi Gabbard and that we wish she would fall off the face of the earth and never run in politics again. It's got nothing to do with that. I certainly haven't said that. But I've held her accountable and voiced my displeasure and how wrong I think that choice was. And then there are other people who have kept a blindfold on, live in what some may call, I'm going to start referring to as the real Tulsi cult, not what the Progressive Voice and others referred to me and many others as, simply for having hope in a candidate. No, these are the real people in the Tulsi cult who are making excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse for a anti-war candidate, praising a warmonger, saying he had a good heart, and blah, 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 blah. But truth be told, okay, I received a lot of criticism and a lot of bashing for holding her accountable for comments that she's made, which I strongly disagreed with. Quite frankly, to all the people who are trying to come up with every excuse in the book to defend those comments, I would say you're living in a state of denial, but that's just my opinion. However, I have been called irrational, among many other things, attacked pretty heavily for my criticisms of Tulsi Gabbard. And I was told some of the following things. One, she didn't endorse Joe Biden. She only said she would support him. Now, people, she just went on Jimmy Dore's show and, of course, said that she supported him, and when asked was there a difference between endorse and support, she said no, which is what I said in the first place. So when you were attacking me saying, hey, she never endorsed Joe Biden, come out of her own mouth, they pretty much mean the same thing. And, you know, as far as she not calling for her supporters to vote for Joe Biden, maybe you took this differently, but from what I heard in the conversation, she said that she, thought Joe Biden was the way. She's going to do what she hoped was best to push her agenda, and that she hoped the people who had stood with her before stand with her now. So if she's supporting Biden and endorsing Biden, and she hopes you stand with her still, that means to me, she hopes you follow the leader and vote for Joe Biden. Something I said the other day. She was kissing his butt, which a lot of people have blown up at me and called me a lot of names and blah, 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 blah. Guess what? My feelings aren't hurt, but I'm going to be a little petty for all of you out there who, had some very kind things to say about me. See, I've got something for you. Now, the first item on this list, because let me be perfectly clear here, okay? What you all have right now is one of your feet stuck in your mouth. And it's not easy to break something like that loose, okay? When a foot gets in your mouth that bad, you got to get it out, because if you don't, it's really going to cause a lot of damage, okay? So the first thing that you might want to try for breaking it loose is a can of some WD-40. Maybe slick it up a little bit. Maybe that'll break it loose. In the event WD-40 does not do the trick for you, then you might want to try what we people who work on car use for certain things, and that would be white lithium grease. Now, it's very gooey. It's going to make a mess, but hey, it's got plenty of slick to it, so it just might help you get it out. Okay, so white lithium grease if WD-40 doesn't work. Okay, but in the event, folks, that white lithium grease just doesn't quite do the job for you, then maybe you want to try some Valvoline automotive and industrial general multi-purpose grease. And for those of you who don't exactly know what that is, let you see on the camera, that is a nice thick can of some good old black gooey automotive grease. Now, let me just give you the forewarning if you choose to use that product. It is very thick, it is very gooey, it'll make a black greasy mess, but buddy, will she slick that foot up and you can finally pry it right out of your big mouths. Also, one other little interesting thing that I'm sure, see, I don't know that lithium grease would be quite good enough for this job in particular. I'd be willing to bet you it might not be the conventional thing you want to use. Maybe a lot of water-based lube would be more ideal for you. But this right here, like I said, messy, but man, she'll slick it up. It will be perfect for all of you Any Blue Will Do people. Shine it up real nice so they don't rip your ass open when they violate you again. It'll work wonders for you.